Let's meditate. When we meditate to get into Samadhi from just a silent mind, maybe there's some noise at the beginning, and then it may quickly become quiet. It may be slow, it may be fast, depend on the situation, how much mind is connected to the habitual pattern, like an ego. And if it's strong, it takes more time. But as we focus on, say, breathing or inner body sensation, or just listening to the sound outside, or feel the tingling sensation on your finger, twitching your muscles, maybe moving your spine a little bit, you start to settle deeper into the Samadhi. In Indian literature, they talk about Zen or Dhyāna, the level of Samadhi, so to speak. In fact, I remember just now there's a description of how the Buddha went into Samadhi, and going different level of Samadhi or Dhyāna, whatever the pronunciation. They call it like a 7th or 8th or 4th or 5th. I remember there was some straw probably discussed about the Buddha's level of Dhyāna. Again, my pronunciation could be wrong, but I'll put it into description when I write. It's like a waves on the ocean settle, and you start to see inside, deeper, you can see. And as I say, you may feel at home at certain level, eternal home. Or maybe you don't get there, or I may not, depends on the situation. As our breathing gets subtler and subtler, quiet, and body relaxed, when I call it, when you get there, there's that absolute state of being. Mind is empty. And you may feel that you're at the core of your being. Using the memory structure from higher level that is accessible from the brain or the mind, down deeper into unconscious or subconscious, and further deeper into higher consciousness, certain level of memories stored very deep. At such a state, there's not much waves on surface. I had a discussion with late Mr. Nakayama, who is very familiar with Dogen Zen, and also written books about various koans. He has an analogy of the human brain and heart-body structure to what he calls HBC, human brain computer, and discussed the structure. One being in the mind, the other being in the heart. Being the mind connected to memory is shallow to process what you have to do daily tasks. But when you are in no mind, no self, in Samadhi, you can reach out to the deeper level of memories in subconscious or unconscious, as if brain self-organized, as if we are asleep, but awake in meditation. That's when the point idea pops up, the moment of aha, wisdom, or compassion. But if you go deeper, there's that sense of emptiness or transparency, very still state. your mind is as if turned off. And you are one with the source of who you are. And you may feel a sense of bliss, aliveness of all cells, vibrating as there is no blockage. Some people use the word non-duality. In my term, absolute, as it isness. Non-duality sounds too conceptual. So experientially, it's like touching the fountain of life. It's absolute. I call it eternal home. Meister Eckhart may say, Godhead. Before talking about Trinity. Soichi Myokonin says, go to Nirvana and come back. And go to Nirvana again and then come back again. When he comes back, there may be a sense of ego. When he's in that nirvanic state, it's the absolute state of being. Or non-duality. There's no you, no ego. All melted into the way of nature and the fountain of life. and death. So non-duality. But Daisetsu says, don't stay there, just come back, do the work of Bodhisattva. That's when wisdom and compassion may be discovered. Not at the state of absolute being, oneness, non-duality. But when we come back further, then the ego may pop up or take over. So paradise lost. And out of the Garden of Eden, with language, words, and logic. So between those state of absolute being and the egocentric or non-duality and duality, there's a gap. But we may wander around in between, middle way. But some may take lots of time, spend lots of time in the ego state, not connecting to the heart. But there are varieties of people. Thank you for visiting. Hope to see you again. May all beings be happy.